All right. Good morning, those who are watching this video right now in India, and good evening, rest of the world, uh, and welcome back, brothers and sisters. And let's get started off. We're kind of resuming discussing Nifty and dollar INR wave counts. Before I begin, just a small disclaimer that this particular channel which you're watching videos are, it is not to be taken as any particular solicitation of trades or any particular advisory for trades. It is absolutely knowledge based and purely educational videos which are being uploaded across instruments. Advisories has not been the goal or the motto uh, right from the beginning, especially in the domestic segment. There is nothing that's to be taken like a trading advice. I request you to keep note of this, and I'll be declaring myself the same statement, the same way before each time we resume or begin a session. Right? This it's based exactly and particularly on the Elliott wave principle, and that is what we will be discussing in each of the sessions here. All right. So kindly take this as a knowledge, a complete informative thing that you can take back home and do your own research or financial research before even thinking about putting into action. All right. Now, the stock market, uh, the Nifty in particular, is looking in a very interesting wave relationship right now. Since we are doing it after a long time, we would like to spend some time on the wave counts which are looking on the weekly charts first, and then gradually we might move on to the dailies or the hourlies or stuff like that if required. All right, so let's get started. It is the time for the morning tea here. uh, Hope you're enjoying as well. All right, I don't think we should be compressing more, but I think right from 6,700 levels we can begin or resume our wave counts. That looks okay. Okay, one of the lower degree waves terminated right there at around the 6,800 mark. So let's begin a new wave series right from there. I'm putting into brackets wave 1. I think I'll have to set the chart up. Please remember, these sessions would continue for a maximum about 20 minutes or maximum about 30 minutes, sorry. On an average, it would be around 10 to 15 minutes, that's all. So that's the second wave. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The third wave continues I think it almost terminated around the 10,000 mark. The third within the existing degree, and then we might looking at a bigger picture, wave 4. The question, the big question is, do we have a termination point of wave 5? The answer could be both yes and no, but I think it's more on the no side. Could be more on the no side. That could be wave 1 of 5, waves 2 of 5, 3 is that wave 4. We still don't know. We should be finding it out. We could be finding it out very soon now. What is the scenario like with the markets consolidating, and they're actually moving sideways since quite a few trading sessions now. Probably it is looking like the fifth wave already in progress. A question mark, I'm going to place a question mark here whether the fifth wave is terminated or not, but it at least looks like the fifth wave could still be in progress. If we talk about the support, then immediate price support is around the 10,025 mark. Remember, that was the low printed in December, right after the assembly elections, I suppose, or right before the assembly elections, I think, 10,025. So markets need to breach at least below the 10,025 mark to put some kind of pressure on the bullish side. It looks like right now, or pressure on the bulls actually. If I do a trend line, medium term trend line on the weekly chart connecting these lows, the trend line support comes around the 9,200 mark. Right, the 9,200 is quite far away right now. We're not concerned about that, at least. And if we do a short-term trend line, the our market is right now absolutely testing right at the trend line right now at the moment. So looking good on the weekly chart. Let's see how are the wave counts framing up on a daily chart. I think we will resume our wave counts right from the third wave here, so that we can comfortably view all the candlesticks right there. Let me just take some time to zoom in. There you go. Let's get rid of the other stuff first. Okay, and most probably we have the third wave. We kind of had the third wave terminating around about the 10,000 mark. Then let's go out in a bit detail. That was a flat ABC. Wave 4. Earlier on we had, if you were there with me, if you have been following me, because there was a break for at least a few weeks being taken, because we are not concerned about any kind of trading advisory now. So I thought about why not discuss the educational purpose which this channel has been made for. All right, so last time, if you were there with me on the wave count structure, we were calling this as a wave 5 or 1 of 5. Now it's kind of becoming more clear. We might have got 1 of 5, and then again ABC, that was a corrective wave. Can label 205, and then the question remains now whether we should place, this cannot be 305 or 405 and 505, so still there is a big question mark. 305, if it is, then the 405. So it remains to be seen whether markets are dropping even lower from the current price action. What they are doing, it might sorry, is it going to drop lower? And if it does, watch out for. We should be a bit more watchful right now. For a potential break below 10,035. Until that break happens, still, if prices are not broken below 10,035 levels, it could still be on a support trend line, which the markets are right now. So, in short, I don't think the markets are not telling us a clear indication. They are not giving us a clear indication as to whether they are done on the north side or not. It's absolutely not clear right now. So as the chart suggests right now, we should at least wait until a break of 10,035 or even lower levels before the bearish mode could set in. At this point in time, I don't think the charts are telling us a different story. It's not a great bearish story right now. In fact, if we pull out the retracements, just a moment, that's been taking bounds right at the 786 Fibonacci support as well right now. Now the only question is the market has been a bit sideways for now. So we'll have to wait and watch for the next reaction that is going to come ahead from the market. So if at all, if this structure remains valid, when it's wave 1, 2, 3 and potential wave 4, then there could be one more push, one more potential push. There could be one more potential push on the north side. So be watchful, brothers and sisters. That's what the charts are indicating right now. Until the prices, if at all they break below 10,032, then that should be taken as the first warning signal that the market might have topped out. On the other hand, if we look at the dollar INR chart, the last 2-3 trading sessions have been an amazing rally. It says even in this case, it's a bit more cautious move that you should be deploying. If we look at the recent move on the daily chart itself, I think I'll have to compress a bit more so that you should understand a bit clearly. Right after the rally here, I'm still going to compress. Whether it's an ABC, yes. So if you look at the entire drop from, let's say, 68.87 kind of levels, what it has done till now, let's do some labeling here. First drop looks to be 3 waves. I would like to take the liberty of plotting A, since it is three waves, and then it was again a three waves rally. That's the sub waves or subdivisions, A, B, and C, which comes to be a capital B. And now we would be looking for a capital C drop, which normally should have unfolded into five waves. All right, so let's count five from here. Let's see what's in store. That was wave one, clear. Wave two, three waves rally, and then easily you could place this as wave three. Once again, an ABC wave 4, all right. So most probably the dollar INR, the US dollar against the Indian rupee, is progressing into the fifth wave, as it looks like. Whether it has completed or not, it's still a question, but looks like the first the first four waves might have at least been done. You never know, it's a 3, 4, 5 drop, or and the beginning of a new trend, or it is just a wave 3 and then question mark here, wave 4. Right. So most probably it could be wave 4. I'm going to place a wave 4 question mark right there, and if that is a wave 4, then there could be yet another push lower. All right, so sorry, if you if you talk about an immediate and a very meaningful resistance, which should be a hindrance for further rally, then that resistance comes right there, 65.53. So till the time prices remain below 65.53, which is about 100 points from here, it cannot be declared as a price action, which should be quite bullish right now. In fact, it should be hitting the resistance zone. It could be already hitting the resistance zone right now. If we do draw a trend line, there you see it's approaching quickly the resistance, right at the resistance trend line right now. More probable push could be on the south side. All right, so watch out for the wave counts, whether you're going to have a fifth wave lower, or is it breaking below or above the trend line here. Sorry, 65.50 could be the next major resistance for the dollar INR pair going forward. All right, brothers and sisters, let's bring the current session to a pause right now, and a sincere thank you to all of you, and welcome again when we are starting the domestic segment. I'll be declaring very soon when the registration process with the SEBI is done. Until then, there won't be any kind of advisory here, but please take these sessions as valuable educational wave counts, which you could on your own kindly possibly put onto work. But do look into your risk management and the financial assets allocation properly before you try to trade anything. All right. So with that note, let's bring the first session after resuming today to a pause, and I'll be coming back with the Nifty and the dollar updates tomorrow at the same time, 8:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time and 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time before the market opens. Until then, good luck to your trades, and Thank you for watching online if you are, or on the offline mode. And thank you for being subscribed, and thank you for spreading the word across.